Someone left her on the side of a highway, in a box, taped shut. She was 16 years old, and whoever put her in that box wrapped the tape around it multiple times, like they were worried it might open. This is the story of Willow, and I need you to stay with me until the end, because what happens to her is the kind of thing that makes you believe people are still capable of something good. It was late evening when Sarah drove past the box. Dark outside. Highway. The kind of road where you don't stop. She saw it on the shoulder. Brown cardboard box. Just sitting there. She drove past. Then she stopped. She doesn't know why. She just stopped. Put the car in reverse. Pulled over. She walked up to the box, and the first thing she noticed was the tape. Not a little tape. A lot of tape. Packing tape wrapped around the entire box, layer after layer, like someone had made a decision and they wanted it to stay made. She stood there for a second. Then she heard something. Faint. From inside, she tore the tape, pulled the box open. Inside was an old grey cat. Thin. So thin. Fur matted and dull. Clumped in places like it hadn't been touched in months. Eyes cloudy. The cat didn't move. Didn't cry out. Didn't try to run. She just looked at Sarah. That was it. That was the whole reaction. Just nushed, looked at her. Sarah picked her up. The cat weighed almost nothing, like picking up a folded towel. She wrapped her in her jacket, got back in the car, and drove straight to an emergency shelter. She didn't know the cat's name. She didn't know how long she'd been in that box. She didn't know anything. Neither did anyone else. The vet examined her that night, 16 years old, severely underweight, teeth in bad shape, fur matted down to the skin in places, dehydrated, no microchip, but no single life-threatening condition, nothing that said this cat is dying tonight. She was just old. And someone had put her in a box and left her on a highway. The shelter took her in. They named her Willow. They carefully cut away the worst of the mats. They gave her food and water. She ate slowly, the way an animal eats when it's been a long time and they're not quite sure they should trust it. In the days that followed, Willow settled into a corner of her cage. She didn't meow. She didn't pace. She didn't do much of anything. She just existed. Weekends brought people through. Families, couples, people looking for a cat. They'd walk the corridor, read the cards on the cages, peer inside. They'd get to Willow. Read the card. Willow, 16 years old, senior, found abandoned, and they'd move on. She's so old. I want a kitten. She looks tired. They weren't wrong. She did look tired. She was tired. 16 years of living, and then a box on a highway, and now this. A cage with strangers walking past who looked at her like she was a problem they didn't want. Weeks passed. A shelter worker named Rachel started sitting outside Willow's cage on her breaks. Just sitting there, talking quietly, not asking anything of her, just being close. Willow didn't respond. She stared at the wall. She ate less. She was giving up. You could see it happening. Month 1. Month 2. Rachel updated the card. Willow, 16 years old, very calm, needs a quiet home where she can live out her final years in peace. Still nothing. Rachel knew the math. She worked in a shelter. She understood what happened to senior cats who stayed too long when space was running out. She understood it and she hated it, and she kept sitting outside that cage every day anyway, talking to a cat who had stopped looking back. That's the part that stays with me. Not the box, not the highway. The fact that Willow had been through all of that and then spent 2 months in a cage watching people walk past and had simply quietly started to let go. She didn't fight it. She didn't make noise about it. She just went still. Emma had lost her cat Ginger 2 months earlier. 18 years together. 18 years of a specific weight in her lap. A specific sound when she came home. A specific presence in the house that you don't notice until it's gone, and then you notice it constantly. She hadn't planned to get another cat. She wasn't ready. She wasn't sure she'd ever be ready. But one day she drove past the shelter. She doesn't know why she stopped. She just stopped. She walked in, walked down the corridor, read the cards. Young cats, energetic cats. Cats that reminded her of nothing she was looking for. Then she got to Willow. Grey, thin, sitting at the back of the cage, very still. Emma read the card. Willow, 16 years old, found abandoned on highway in taped box. She stopped, read it again. taped box. She found Rachel and asked, "Who does something like that?" Rachel said, "I don't know. She's been here 2 months. No one wants her. She's too old." Emma looked at Willow through the bars, and Willow looked back. For the first time in weeks, she looked at someone. Emma asked if she could sit with her. Rachel opened the cage. Emma sat down on the floor inside it. Just sat there, the way Rachel had been doing for weeks. Not reaching, not pushing, just present. Willow watched her. Didn't move away, just watched. Emma slowly extended her hand. Willow leaned forward, sniffed it. Once, twice. Then she rested her head in Emma's palm. Then she said, "I'll take her home." Emma signed the papers, carried Willow out to the car in a carrier. Willow didn't resist. She just sat there and looked out through the mesh at the parking lot, then the road, then the neighborhood she'd never seen. They pulled into Emma's driveway. Emma set the carrier on the floor of the living room, opened the door, waited. Willow walked out slowly, sniffed the floor, the legs of the furniture, the air. Emma had put Ginger's old blanket on the couch. Willow walked to the couch, jumped up, minor, slowly, carefully, her old joints taking the effort seriously. She turned once, lay down on the blanket, closed her eyes. Emma sat beside her, placed her hand gently on Willow's side. Willow purred, low, weak, like an engine that hadn't run in a long time and was remembering how. But it was there. In the weeks that followed, something shifted. Willow ate more. Her fur softened as the remaining mats were gently worked out. Her eyes, still cloudy, still old, seemed clearer somehow, less distant. She started following Emma around the house, not fast, not far, but she'd appear in whatever room Emma was in. She'd sit in the window and watch the yard. She'd claim the sunny patch on the couch in the afternoon like it had always been hers. In the evening, she'd climb into Emma's lap, slowly, deliberately. 16 years old, someone put her in a box, taped it shut, and left her on the side of a highway. She didn't make a sound when they opened it. She didn't fight. She just looked at them like she had been expecting it. There are senior cats in shelters right now who will never leave. Most of them ran out of time before anyone ran out of excuses. But some of them get one more chance, one more person who stops when they don't know why they're stopping. If you've ever lost an animal and wondered whether you could love another one, keep watching. Because what happens next is the part that matters. And if this story is hitting you, drop a comment below. Tell me about a senior animal you've loved or one you've seen passed over. Those stories need to be told. I read every single one.